are here at Lady Ashbury's house. She has some kind of dialogue for us, and then we are going to the theater.
It's locked.
Good evening, Jonathan. How are you?
I'm still investigating from inside the Ascalon Club. Can we talk?
Of course, my dear.
There are many paintings adorning the walls here.
Yes?
Did you paint them?
No, my dear. But some of them. I have had a long time to learn from the best. I'm currently working on what could be my greatest masterpiece.
What is this masterpiece?
Your portrait, my dear Jonathan. It will be my gift to you, if I ever have time to finish it.
Have you met any famous painters?
Are you trying to divine my age by cross-checking historical dates, my dear? That's a devious parlor trick.
Well, Elizabeth, I tried my best. Don't I deserve some reward at least?
Well,
Pretty clever.
if you must know, I even posed for the greats. Now that you know it, you may recognize me when visiting museums.
Creepy.
How is your investigation going?
I have decided to explore beyond the dictates of reason.
What do you mean?
You may on occasion find this house closed when you visit me. If so, it is because I have gone undercover. Sort of.
When will you return?
As soon as possible. And I don't intend to stay away for long.
Who are you going to surveil? I hope you're not considering spying on McCullum or the Guard of Priwen.
No. I intend to ask a few questions in parts of town I rarely venture into. Dirty places where a delicate lady like myself should never be seen.
I have investigated new sources of infection, and I may have found a new type of Skal. One suffering from heavy mutations that is extremely contagious.
Skals come in various forms, you know. They are simply degenerate versions of their makers.
I believe these families are different, and I'm currently pursuing a lead. I know I can find the true source of contagion by finding who created these creatures.
That would be great news. Be very careful, my dear, when dealing with such creatures.
Goodbye, my dearest.
Goodbye, my beloved.
My beloved. We're moving kind of fast now. Stairs are on the other side. Okay, now we head to the theater and have some action. Tracking down some crazy lady. I can't remember her name. Doris something? She's a theater teacher. Acting teacher. Kill this monster. This dude's huge. Oh, I thought it was just stunning. Oh. Oh. God got you. He has like a mossy beard. Look at that beard.
It's locked.
Maybe it's not this theater.
Look lively! It's on to us! Christ, he's dead! Watch it!
Well, that was easy. Y'all don't even have anything. Oh, I missed the thing completely. There we go, this is what I was waiting for. Oh, loading screen, my friend. How I missed you.
It's locked, all right.
Not a safe place, spotted! One right, boys! I order you!
Don't order me to do anything. Oh my god, stop throwing me with your stick.
Vampyr!
That is what I think about you and your stick. Yes, I also dislike those. Was this not? Of course not.
There's an open window on the second floor. I should be able to get in through that. cannot enter.
None of them look open to me. Is it up there? This isn't even a window. This is a door. So misleading sometimes. Well, the one thing I can do during loading screens is check social media. Hooray. Hey, this one was pretty quick. Whoops. That is not what I meant to do. Twice. Super smooth.
Woe to you, nations of hypocrites. For in front of you stands the tall queen. You can but lower your head, fit only to smirk at her soil.
Can that be Doris Fletcher's voice? Where does it come from?
Oh, I hate it when they explode. It's so nasty. It's not what I wanted to open either.
Fit only to smirk at her soiled feet.
I can't believe I'm doing this.
Too many places in this theater.
It's locked, all right.
Alas, Poor Doris. I knew her well. And many can testify to her kindness and beauty. For now she hides in
Ugh, explosion again. Always gets me.
It's locked. I have this thirst for blood.
Who are you? You who dared enter my realm. Are you here to worship or mock me?
I'm here to put an end to the vampire epidemic, Miss Fletcher.
Ah. But Doris Fletcher is no more. She was consumed by this putrid flesh that now enshrouds her.
You feel anger for what happened to you, but I can help you. I'm a doctor, Miss Fletcher.
Doris Fletcher is no more. All that remains are the dreams of the queen she was, and the queen she'll be. Until then, all shall die, for that was her final wish. My blade, I summon thee, my chosen. Touché, sir. Your hand is shaking. Arise and save your queen, my slave. Behold, Kinslayer, the disgrace of Shield's beauty was once renowned. Will she be the queen again once they all share her fate?
You are so
On guard!
gross and bloated with your funky arm. Oh, she pushed me up.
You killed my father! Prepare to die!
Did you really just say
For
that?
your queen commands you!
You are not Inigo Montoya.
Come to me, my servants! Avenge me!
Get me out of this fucking
Touché,
corner.
sir.
Please switch targets, please. Thank you.
Arise and save your queen, my slave. Woe unto thee, son of Babylon! Hear and obey, for your queen commands you.
Stop flinging your creepy arm at me, lady.
On guard! You killed my father! Prepare to die!
Always with one hit.
Wait! I beg you, wait.
What?
I don't want to die.
And I did not come to kill you, Miss Fletcher.
Will you spare me then? Save this cadaverous carcass of mine. Does your heart a little faster now? You fancy me then, Doctor?
What?
No, Miss Fletcher. My dead heart will beat for only one.
Ah! Is she pretty? Is she sweet and tender?
To me, yes.
Ah! I hate her already.
I know.
What the hell?
And this is partly why you must be destroyed.
It's so
What you
shiny.
just said.
That I did not come here to kill you, yes. But I realize now the threat you embody must be stopped.
It's like a bunch of earthworms. She has earthworm fingers.
Will I be remembered? Will you?
You were Doris Fletcher. The greatest actress of her generation. No one can take that from you.
Ugh.
And farewell.
Oh!
Farewell, Doris.
Well, okay then.
Bravo! So dramatic. I love it.
McCullum!
How strange I seem to find you whenever I'm inquiring about that Skal infestation.
I mean you no harm.
I'm not here for you. But once I put all the pieces of the puzzle together, I'm sure we'll have a little chat, you and me.
Stay away from me, McCullum. You and all your war dogs.
That I can't guarantee, Dr. Reed. But I'll let you go. For now.
I should probably leave the theater right now.
You think?
I cannot enter. The West End should be safe now. But London is not. It would be wise to benefit from the Ascalon's protection while I continue my research during the Great Hunt.
Oh, well that was very dramatic. I still don't know how to feel about her earthworm fingers. And how shiny her arm was.
people want me dead. I need to leave now.
Where are we going, man? Just out?
So Doris just needed to be close to her audience to infect them. Contagion through skin. Very disturbing.
I'll kill you! Go back home, idiot!
Lots of loading screens in this episode. Apologies for all of that. Not that it's my fault, but theirs. Sometimes we can get away with a lot of avoiding.
Welcome back, Dr. Reed.
Oh, what are you doing here?
Elizabeth, what are you doing here?
I've been formally asked to witness your triumph, my dear. After all, isn't it the natural role of a woman to support her man in victory?
But it's you who insisted I join the Ascalon.
Please forgive my giddiness. I'm just overcome by the thrill of finally being allowed within these hallowed halls.
You certainly have an inquisitive mind. It's quite something. Elizabeth Ashbury, only you can make me smile in these difficult times.
And the same to you, Jonathan Reed. Now go have your little chat with the chairman. I can see he's practically bursting to hear your report.
Lord Redgrave can play with the brave all he wants, but I won't put a foot outside until the Pre-Wen end their hunt.
Don't I have the key to their basement now? Where's their basement? Maybe it's out back. I'm not making that mistake again, though.
Welcome back to the Ascalon Club, Lance-Bearer. Please, tell us the good news. Have you put an end to the epidemic?
My hypothesis was correct. Doris Fletcher was the source of the contagion in this part of town. She was probably the first to be infected.
And you cleansed her before the hunters, I've been told. Well done, Dr. Reed. You thrust your lance and pierced the very heart of the corruption.
I sure did.
I did my best.
The important thing is, we won a major battle for the survival of London. For that, we salute you.
Thank you, my lord.
Now, I have another task for you. One of the utmost importance. Perhaps even more so than the previous.
I'm listening.
It's time for you to perform a most sacred duty for the club. I want you to recruit a new vampire.
Recruit a new vampire? Are you sending me on some sort of diplomatic mission?
Not exactly. I want you to make Aloysius Dawson the Ekon he deserves to be.
He doesn't even want to be, though.
I'm not sure I'm the best candidate for such a task.
I can hear the hesitation in your voice, Dr. Reed. I admire a man of principles. But in this matter, there is more at stake than your moral comfort.
It's not a moral question, Lord Redgrave. It's the responsibility of giving immortality to a man I barely know.
Nonsense. Aloysius has been a member of the Ascalon for years. This is but the fruition of a long-held plan.
How would you like me to proceed?
Aloysius is waiting for you at the Dawson estate. Once the deed is done, I'll join you there to celebrate this momentous occasion.
Before I go, I have a few questions.
All right, I'm listening.
You invited Lady Ashbury. Wouldn't that be breaking one of your cardinal rules? No women allowed.
Not allowed as members, no. But considering the circumstances, I thought you'd like to have her here to witness your triumph.
So it's a temporary admittance, then?
Something of a bargain, considering the crisis we're currently facing.
How would you like me to proceed?
Don't worry. Aloysius has had many years to prepare himself. He has studied our kind for decades.
So shall I just let him drink my blood?
Yes. Aloysius will gratefully sup on your blood. His heart will slow, then stop. But he will rise again as one of us, an immortal.
Is there any danger?
Our blood alters a mortal body so deeply that some don't survive the metamorphosis. They die for good. But Mr. Dawson has been preparing himself for a long time.
How do you prepare yourself for vampire blood?
Why Aloysius Dawson?
Because he is about to die. And he just may be the most influential man in England. After me, of course.
Did he choose me?
No, I did. My decision is very recent, to say the least, but it is entirely mine.
Does he know I'm coming?
He can't wait to become your progeny, Dr. Reed. Especially now that you have shown how strong your lineage is through your sister.
Goodbye, Lord Redgrave.
This seems like a bad idea.
Good evening, Dr. Reed. Have a drink and enjoy this night.
Perhaps we should change some of the club's rules if we survive all of this. We need to soften some of our laws.
Are you all right, Jonathan?
Lord Redgrave has just ordered me to turn Aloysius Dawson, to make him my progeny.
I see. And how do you feel about this?
I'd like your advice on the matter.
The real question here is, why has his lordship given you this task?
Do you think it's some sort of trap?
Do you really want to know what I think about this?
I do, yes.
To make an immortal of a soulless blackguard like Aloysius Dawson will only lead to a disaster for London. The man is already dead inside.
Should I refuse? Perhaps politely suggest that Lord Redgrave turn the man into a vampire himself.
Don't you dare, my dear. According to what I've recently discovered, His lordship could kill you for even broaching the subject.
Really? Why?
I've recently found proof that the Earl of Bristol is of lesser lineage, and only capable of creating skulls.
Yikes.
Please tell me more about your recent investigation.
As long as you lower your voice.
Are you sure your information about Redgrave is correct? He says he's the progeny of the great knight William Marshall, who lived some 9 centuries ago.
That's a lie. Lord Redgrave is unable to create anything but skulls, if the poor souls survive at all.
How can you be sure the information was correct?
I made the acquaintance of a most interesting informer while investigating your maker, from whom I learned the truth about Lord Redgrave.
Why so vindictive? You suddenly sound like you're angry.
Forgive me, Jonathan. I hate myself for it, but I feel such pride in my discovery. I'm afraid I just can't help it.
Which is?
He did serve William Marshall. And yes, the blood he covets as a token does truly belong to that legendary knight. But he was never his progeny. His lineage is not so noble.
What would happen if I made Dawson an Ekon like myself?
You would add a powerful immortal into a suffering world. An immortal who already craves authority.
Maybe I could teach him control, like you taught me. Lead him down the right path.
Mr. Dawson spent his life searching for a way to cheat death. I'm sure he has spent decades dreaming of how he'd spend eternity as a tyrant.
What would you have me do about Dawson?
The man is dangerous. Did you know he plans to build a wall to separate the healthy rich from the sickly poor?
Trump.
Do not make him your progeny.
What would you do?
The man's dying already. Let the Reaper harvest the rotten fruit that is his soul.
Goodbye for now, Elizabeth.
Goodbye, my dear.
I agree.
Please, be careful.
Let's go out back and see if there is a basement. Yeah, I'm not really crazy about Aloysius either. I think he's kind of a twit. Rich twit. And they just want me to make him a vampire because I'm powerful. Like I'm suddenly just gonna be their monkey for creating powerful vampires.
It looks like vampires have to obey Mendel's laws when producing progeny. Powers pass from one generation to another. That's why Dawson wants me to sire him.
weapons ready!
There's one left! Step away, sir. I said go back home! Come me!
Crush the leech, boys!
Over there! There's one of them!
I'll take it!
Oh, so annoying.
We have to stop it!
Kill you!
Back to the bloody drive!
Fucker!
It's locked. I should find another way to get into the neighborhood.
Explosions. Oh yeah, didn't I get a new weapon? Needs upgrades.
I think this passage could lead me close to Aloysius Dawson's mansion.
What passage?
Your prey is mine now!
Oh.
You cannot win this! This is my territory! You cannot win this! No style!
Where the hell did he go? I don't know how I killed him, but okay. Where was I going? Is this the passage I'm supposed to be going in? Man, there really is so many loading screens in this episode. Just from one place to another, to another, to another.
It's locked, all right. This is despicable.
No one can hide from Ascalon.
Shit. Ooh, that barely hit him. Oh,
I will
great.
crush you.
That was much more effective than everything else. Oh.
No one can hide from Ascalon.
Ouch. Oh no.
Get me!
Come on. Yeah. Whew. Stunning seems to be their weakness. Oh, where did I come from? Where am I going?
Louise's father was determined to find and save her. Well, I guess I'm not getting out of these levers. Or wheels, whatever. It's locked.
Okay, just push that random in. Okay, all I wanted to do was unlock the door. Oh, there's so many of you. going? Okay, I unlocked the door. Am I supposed to get in the water? No. Maybe I am supposed to get in the water. Maybe I have to rearrange this again.
Vampires are so weak! How long are you gonna keep me locked in here?
Stop screaming any time. Can't you see I'm trying to help you?
How long are you gonna keep me locked in here?
Relax, lady. I'm gonna just leave you alone.
How long are you gonna keep me locked in?
Good lord. I may let her starve a little and then she'll understand. Yeah, okay. I'm sure that'll work. Come on, Louise.
Miss Teasdale, are you all right?
How do you know my name? Who are you?
My name is Dr. Reed. I managed to track you down thanks to your father.
So my father really was looking after me. This man, this vampire told me my father was dead. Is it true?
I'm afraid so, miss. I'm so sorry for your loss. But you are free to go, as your abductor is no more.
I suppose my jailer also killed my father, didn't he?
Thankfully, he did not search your father's corpse, where I found his notes describing where he might find you. You should read them.
I must find my father's body. He deserves a proper burial.
Oh, I can't fix her headache. Sorry,
Goodbye.
Louise. Okay, that's gonna wrap it up for here. Next time we will go deal with Aloysius, who is gonna be right up there. Have a good one.